Well, I have just left San Diego after spending the last year here, and I never really intended to stay in San Diego that long. But I stayed because it has been beautiful. Of course, the weather is always great. It's got great scenery and some of the best sunsets I think I've ever seen. But I feel like I have overstayed my welcome in San Diego, so I am happy to be moving on. But I really didn't have a place in mind of where I wanted to go. So taking a look at a map in the surrounding area, I noticed that there was some snow forecast in the mountains above San Diego and some 90-degree heat in the deserts around. So with that in mind, I just headed up the coast to San Clemente. Now, San Clemente has always been a town that I have liked and have been wanting to spend a little more time in. So I took this opportunity to just spend a couple of days here, and I managed to find a parking spot right downtown, just a few blocks up from the pier. This was a good find because while San Clemente definitely has a nice vibe to it, it's definitely a busy and very tightly packed city. Now, I've always considered San Clemente to be one of the quintessential beach towns in California, but today was pretty stormy and it really wasn't prime beach weather. It was so pretty out, I went ahead and braved the wind and the chilly weather and walked out over the pier. Now, it started to get a little bit crowded at the pier as the morning progressed, so I decided to move up to a park that I had found the day before. This park is full of little trails that sit up over this amazing view, so I thought this would be a much better place to spend the rest of my day. Well, I came up here because I knew it was going to be nice and peaceful, but it's a little chilly because of the breeze. Yeah, they did say it was going to rain today, but other than some puffy clouds up in the sky, it doesn't really look like it's going to rain, but it sure is windy and chilly. So this is probably a good opportunity for me just to have an excuse to make some breakfast. I should eat something. I'm going to be boring here and go back to my old standby. Just oatmeal. Starting to get tired of it. But it's cheap, you know? Oatmeal is cheap. So I think I'm stuck with it every morning. Okay, I've tossed in a healthy amount of blueberries, and then I'm gonna add some sliced almonds in here. Thought that might go well together, blueberry almond, and a healthy amount of those too. And I am going to put in some sugar, not too much, but just sweeten it up a little bit. I need the sweetness. Today, I need the sweetness. Definitely not feeling so sweet myself today. Okay, I've waited a little while and it's feeling a little bit warmer outside, except that it's still pretty windy, so when the wind picks up it feels a little bit cooler than it maybe actually is out there, but it's warm enough that I don't think I'm going to need my down sweater, so that's going to stay here. I've got my lighter jacket on, sweater. I still don't know what to call these things. Oh, I did hear some raindrops a few minutes ago and got dark for a second. Heard a few raindrops, but apparently it was just a passing cloud. That wind is moving so fast up there that the clouds are whizzing right by pretty quickly. So it's looking okay up there now. So I think I'm gonna walk some trails. that was nice. These trails are really cool. I like that you can just kind of loop around and around, that they all connect together. And it was nice that they actually even connected down to the beach. Even though it wasn't really beach weather, it was nice to hang out down at the beach for a little bit anyway. But it does feel like it's getting a little bit cooler. I think the wind is picking up a little bit, so it's feeling cooler than it really is maybe out there. I don't know. But I came back to the van because I should probably eat some lunch. So I think I'm just going to make up a little garbage plate of lunch here. Just stuff that I have sitting around. I'm just going to throw it in a pan, heat it up, and that'll be lunch. So here's today's garbage plate lunch. This is just a bunch of stuff I have sitting around. So I've got hash browns, peas, corn, some red cabbage, and one can of tinned salmon. And then I've got it seasoned up with some guajillo salsa. And I think that's going to be all right. It's edible, it's tasty, it's lunch. It's not really ice cream weather, but I'm eating ice cream anyway. Well, it was really nice spending a couple of days in San Clemente. I guess I could have stayed there a little while longer, but I decided to move on because it really is just more of the same of what I had in San Diego, and I'm looking for something different at this point. So I don't know where I'm heading, and I absolutely don't know where I'm going to end up. But that's the great thing about van life, is I don't really need to make a choice right now. So I guess this is the start of an adventure. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it.